How you doing, Luke? It's good to be able to meet with you again. Good to see you, Rob. Good to see you too.
Did we meet last week?
It's been a little while actually.
Yeah,
I was out of town. You're out of town. We'll jump back into it. So some of the things you talked to me about in our past sessions were your relationship with your girlfriend, Jeanette. Yeah.
Yes.
And then some issues you were dealing with at work and some things at school. Just a lot of things going on in your life. So catch me up if there's anything new.
Yeah. So I actually it's a new semester now at school and everything, so my schedule's a little bit different. Let's see what else. I'm actually looking to switch jobs.
Okay.
So I'm kind of actively searching. I quit my job at Subway, partially because I just couldn't really fit things together with all the classes I'm taking right now. So kind of looking around, make some money, and then me and Jeanette are taking a break. So yeah, well, sort of, yeah. She's not living with me anymore, basically. She's back at her parents' house. So we're kind of like on a break after we got in a fight last time. So yeah, things are. It's been a lot of change, I guess.
Sounds like you've had some big changes come up in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, what do you think kind of is hitting you the hardest right now? The hardest one to deal with?
I think changing jobs is the toughest right now.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't really know what to do with like my free time now. So it's kind of like I was like filling. Is that good?
Yeah.
That was kind of filling the part of my day where I just kind of like was able to decompress from school and relationships and everything. So now it's kind of just like fishing for new things to do to fill my day, I guess. I started taking up hiking.
Hiking?
Yeah. So I've been doing that like 2 or 3 times a week.
Filling some of that empty space and
trying to be
outdoors.
Trying to get some exercise. I've been gaining weight a little bit over the holidays, so
That'll be all right.
Yeah, seriously. New Year's resolutions. Hopefully they last more than a month.
So what about this job? Is kind of what happened at Subway? Because I remember you talking that it wasn't your ideal place, but it seemed to be a good fit for a while.
It was. So, I actually remember that one employee that we kind of discussed earlier on.
Was it John?
Yeah, John. And John was giving me some problems and everything. I guess in the last few weeks we kind of had more disagreements on everything. He was just like, he's very opinionated, and he was kind of showing me like, oh yeah, we could do this better, like blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. And like I was like, okay, that's fine. Like I'm the manager, but like I don't know everything. So
maybe a little,
but
disrespectful.
Yeah, he was like disrespectful in the way he said it and everything, just kind of undermining my authority. And so we eventually got in a fight, and yeah, it was rough. I said some things that I regret, and bottom line is corporate came in during that argument, and they said it was best that I would leave. So.
That was some poor timing, to say the least, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah. John is also gone, so it's kind of sucks because I thought I was doing well and everything, but it's just that small issue turned into a really big problem. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Dealing with like getting fired just is hard,
Yeah.
And I'm still kind of like angry over the fight with John and everything.
I can see that. That doesn't sound like a good place to be.
Yeah.
Kind of the wrong place, wrong time, wrong reaction, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, how about what happened with you and Jeanette?
Yeah, so Jeanette decided she was she wanted to be more independent with things, and she was kind of like what we said before, like she thought that I didn't give her enough time to be with her and everything, so she kind of figured it'd be better to just move out and, we still see each other, but like she just thinks like it'd be better for her to have some space in that area.
Okay.
So I think it's kind of nice, like in a sense, but I don't know, it's hard from going like living with a person and like foreseeing that as like continuing like into marriage and everything, but now it's like, okay, you're back to just kind of like dating and everything. So
yeah, kind of taking a step back in the relationship.
yeah.
I remember you talking about how you guys were kind of going through some other issues, just with some of your outbursts and some of her, just the way she was reacting to that and viewing that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that maybe that time apart from each other is going to be helpful for the relationship, or do you see it as more just a decline?
Total. I guess it could go both ways. I could see it helping. Kind of, just give ourselves time to think about it and everything, and not always have to be talking to each other about it. Like, I can have more time with like my friends and everything, so that'll be nice. Have some freedom there.
Go hiking.
Get some hiking.
Find some fun things to do.
Yeah. And then, but I mean, it could also be like this is a step on the way to us just like breaking it off. So I don't know. I think I'm starting to think that like we're gonna be closer to breaking up than continuing.
So it's kind of your feelings there. What do you think?
I think it's kind of hit me like out of nowhere because I thought like we were going good and everything. Then just I don't know if like she had like a change of heart or something, but she started getting really discontent. And I was just like struggling with like why like I haven't like changed in the way that I'm living my life.
Mm-hmm.
But like yet she's all of a sudden like realizing all these things and having all these like problems with me. So I don't know if it's just like a phase for her or she's got some like family issues. If she's moving back into her house, like it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe she could be seeing someone else too. So I'll definitely be on my lookout for that. Because if that's the case, then it definitely has to end. Yeah.
So you're pretty open to this season of both of your lives kind of coming to an end at this point.
Yeah, because I'm looking at like trying to find a job and finish school and everything. She it's just too much. I don't think I would be able to really be there for her that much anyway. So I don't know if that's just like where I'm at right now, or if it's just not gonna work out.
We'll see.
I could see it working out at a different time, but timing, sometimes doesn't work out.
Timing is a big factor in a lot of successful relationships.
Yeah.
But So it seems to me like you've got this girl that you spent a few years with, you've been living with for a while, and it looks like that's kind of has a possibility of puttering out kind of soon. And you just left your job. I think there's probably a valuable discussion on just some of the ways that you react when you find yourself emotionally charged. But I think what I'd like to discuss with you, maybe for the rest of this session, maybe the next session, would be just like looking ahead. What are your thoughts as you kind of embark on kind of pressing the reset button and changing gears with your life a little bit? So I know you got graduation coming up. You got this job that you're leaving behind, this girl you're leaving behind. 6 months, your life is going to look a lot different than it did 6 months ago, you know? So, do you think, would you be open to talking about that and thinking through some of that?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Sweet. Well, what's your job search looking like right now?
Right now, I kind of, like, after I got fired, I just kind of, like, took a break and everything, because just, like, a lot of, I was like, this sucks and everything, so, like, I didn't even, like, have the motivation to, like, look around. But now I'm, like, kind of looking at more, like, a long-term position. I never really viewed Subway as long-term. Didn't foresee myself getting fired either, but that's what happened. So I'm trying to, like, maybe get into, like, a bigger business in the area and kind of work my way up there. Maybe, like,
your degree is going to be in business administration, right?
Correct.
So you're trying to kind of find, like, a career path more than just...
Yeah. So I think maybe get myself in a sales role, being a salesman for maybe like a computer company or company selling software. I could see myself, more of like a incentive-based job where you get like commission and everything. I think like that would almost help me just because right now it's like I don't really have much of like a motivation, but maybe just like finding that in like a more competitive job would be good. So I've been looking around the city and everything.
Something where you kind of have a drive to compete a little bit and make it happen. A drive. Well, you get like, saying. Incentive.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I want to be able to, apply myself out in the sales world and everything. So, yeah, kind of looking at stuff like that. And then I am open to moving like out of the area. I guess open to a fresh start, but I'm not really sure where yet.
Are there any feelings that go along with this possibility?
It's kind of like scary, honestly, because just not knowing exactly where I'm gonna go, and not having that structure with school. Once you graduate, you kind of, you have your job, but like all the other things, like ever since like going through high school and college, like you have structure and environment where like things are like provided for you, but now it's kind of like, okay, where am I gonna put myself? Am I gonna be involved in like a church or whatever?
But you kind of gotta fend for yourself and make your own rules.
Yeah, kind of set your own path. So that's a little bit. It's kind of exciting, but it's kind of like the uncertainty of all makes it kind of scary.
So the uncertainty is kind of where the fear is coming from. It's just maybe you're on a platform it's not quite settled yet. Huh?
Basically, yeah.
So you mentioned church a little bit.
Yeah.
I know we talked about that a long time ago.
Did we?
Very long time ago. Just in our intake session, our first session. But I know you mentioned that you weren't really a part of that, and it seems like it's been a while since that's come up. Is that back on your mind for some reason?
Yeah. So my grandma is very religious.
Okay.
And she's kind of been like preaching down my throat my whole life. But you know, I have a few friends that kind of are regular churchgoers, and they seem like happy people and everything. I wouldn't say I'm happy right now, so I don't really know much about the faith. I just, it doesn't seem like a bad thing, so I was just, like when I said church, could have been like something else, but that came to mind because like, it's just been, with my friends and my grandparents and everything. Just figure maybe I'll give it a shot,
It's, everybody kind of finds their community in different places.
Mm-hmm.
So, for some people that looks like church, some people it looks like sports, but different things like that. And I think sometimes like having people that you can trust and having people you can go to, especially when life's kind of uncertain, can help you balance it out, help you to feel a little bit more secure, even in just like your path and where you're heading. Are there? You mentioned you have some good friends, maybe some church-going friends. Not that it's too important, but just what are those relationships like? Are you able to talk to them about things?
Like what things?
Like just mention some of that uncertainty you have, and maybe how you don't kind of find fulfillment right now. You mentioned you wouldn't consider yourself particularly happy at this period of time. Are you able to talk to them about maybe some of those feelings or some of your decisions you have coming up?
Yeah, I think that's good that you brought that up. I don't really connect like going to church with like the decisions that I'm making right now, but maybe there's more to that, and more to like, I guess not just going to church, but maybe allowing it to influence some of my decisions.
Interesting.
Everything. And I guess like I could ask my friends about that a little bit more. What like a Christian would say about this like. I know that like when me and Jeanette were living together, they thought that was kind of unwise. I was like, I didn't really understand it because I was like, I was thinking that like this would give me a better chance of like understanding if I could like put up with her or live with her. But they
a trial run,
sort of, yeah. But they have that whole different side on morality and premarital sexual activity. So I think they were kind of against it. They didn't like condemn me or send me away, but yeah, they didn't like that. So, and I didn't really understand that, but I don't know. They I guess like trying to see what they think about some of the decisions I make, and as I continue going to church, see where that leads me.
So
we'll see. Or start going to church, I should say.
Start going, yeah. If you think that's a beneficial place for you to be, you see something, these friends, maybe you could strike a deeper relationship there. Sounds like they're a fairly inclusive bunch. If they're still open to your friendship and not condemning, sounds like some good qualities of just good people.
I would say so.
So, kind of circling back to another question that didn't completely flesh out the answer to, but where do you think, do you think you're able to talk to these people, or do you talk to these people just about I'm thinking about moving out and getting a restart, or lost my job, or just kind of the bigger things that are going on in your life?
Wait, like, so what they think about that?
Maybe not even just what they think, just like, do you share this type of thing with them?
Yeah. Yeah, they know about, like, me losing my job and everything. We kind of joke around about it, in a sense. It's kind of like a coping mechanism for, like, the frustration that I actually, like,
Oh.
Yeah, but
Okay.
what is that noise?
That's,
Is that
sorry,
right?
I have a meeting coming up in about 2 minutes.
Oh, so we gotta
Yeah, but
call it a day, I guess.
I think so. But, I'm interested in hearing how your next week goes. Some things you think through. And just how you build these relationships with your friends.
Alright.
Well, thanks for your time, Luke.
See you next week.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Wow.